AR, your elder sister described you as the most secretive man on the planet. Given that...
Really?
Yes, she did, in an interview. So, given that, how difficult was it to allow Nasreen into your inner space and to revisit things that were painful? You talked about having suicidal thoughts when you were young. So, how did you do it?
I think a comfort zone. I think I know Munni for the past 10 years. She wrote the book on Javed Saab, and then we met once. And then when I was working on Bombay Dreams, I would meet her very, very often. She'll make me dal chawal.
It's house. The food.
So there's a comfort zone. And then she started doing the book 8 years back, right?
Yes. He thinks it's 8.
Years.
Actually, I think it's 3, but he's sure it's 8. Yes.
Bombay Dreams, right?
We've been discussing it for years.
Wow.
But everything fell into place just the last 3 months. We were on Skype constantly from LA and Bombay. She was... so those...
Yes. The Skype really worked like a dream.
But that's the actual process. Did you have to think that, okay, now I'm going to open myself up? Was there a struggle with that?
I think after a while, it was more about what it could do to people. I mean, certain things would help people to realize that, especially about the suicide thoughts you said. It's a very common thing for everyone. They all think the world has come to an end. But there's always a better side to the world, and it's going to come very soon. And the whole idea of that, saying that, was to tell them that if I had done that, I wouldn't have seen all this. So there's always a better, there is a saying in Arabic saying, فَإِنَّمَا الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا, which means after every problem there's a solution. And so something like that.
Now, when Karan Thapar was asked if A R Rahman is a difficult interview, he said his long answer is and the short answer is So, Nasreen, how did you get him to open up?
I really think it's a question of time. You have to spend time with people because Rahman and many others are very, very busy. And if in the middle of a mix and the middle of 3 productions, you start asking them about their childhood, it's inappropriate. So you have to know when to ask, and you need time on your side. And as Rahman says, it's been many years, and the process was of talking, layering the talk, and so on. You have to know, you have to try your best to read the right moment to ask questions. Otherwise, it's an invasion.
But were there any questions that angered him or he evaded?
I have to tell you something that I've never seen him angry. I've never seen him angry.
You don't get angry?
I do get angry, but not with her.
He's never angry and he never gossips. So that actually we really worked, and then whenever we had time we talk about music and books and various things. But there was nothing that I couldn't ask him, because he's not somebody who censors anything. It's just if it's appropriate and it seems the right question, then you ask.
Now, you say in the book about how when you sit to create music, you really work towards the destruction of your ego. But how does an artist, especially one as celebrated as you, sort of do this balance between the ego and this self-effacement?
It's true, actually. It's very... there's a conflict in that, saying that to do a great piece of music, you need to say, I'm going to do something extraordinary. But how can you just say that, oh, I'm nothing, and then I start doing it? So it is a spiritual process of saying that I'm nothing, so I'm an empty plate now. I need something, almost like a beggar to the divine energy.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. NDTV.com/apps.